Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Starcraft Autumn Ridge 24 BHS. This is a rear double bunk model. It has a slide out here with a big U dinette, and for being a shorter trailer, has pretty good storage. Let's start off right over here on the kitchen. You'll see the way they designed the countertop. You do have a little bit of space right over here, as well as plenty of space right back here, which I like because right next to that is your electrical outlet, making that a perfect spot for your coffee pot. You'll also see that you have another electrical outlet over here, so you have a couple different places in which you can plug in those extra appliances. They give you the double bowl sink, larger on the left, smaller on the right, and a high-rise faucet here too. Over to this side, you'll see the newer style Dinette cooktop. It has an upgraded range cover on here, which is great. 3-burner cooktop, the front one still being high output. And then underneath, you have an oven in case you want to do some baking. If we take a look at storage underneath, right underneath the sink here, you see you have great storage right there, perfect for some of your pots and pans. And then you also have 3 pull-out drawers here, so you have a spot for your flatware, as well as some of your serving utensils, like serving spoons, spatula, things like that. Then a third one for anything else you need to put in there. While we're taking a look down here, you can see the new flooring that they have in here. I really like it. It has a really cool wood grain to it. You know, you're out camping, you want to feel like you're camping, so I like the coloration in the flooring. Congoleum floor, something like that is how they say it. But it's a wonderful floor system. If you feel it, it actually has a little bit of texture to it, so that way it's kind of non-slip, and it doesn't cold crack like your linoleum. It also is kind of self-healing. It doesn't cut as easy as regular linoleum either, so excellent flooring that they have in here. Right over to this side, this is your propane leak detector. Hopefully you never have an issue there, but if any propane or carbon monoxide is detected, that will go off, so you know you're safe. And then right in here, it's kind of tough to see, it's a little dark in there, but that top one is pretty good storage. It goes all the way back to the P-trap on the sink. You have some storage down below there as well. So this is good extra space for either, you know, pots and pans, or even if you want to throw some shoes down in there, you can certainly do that as well. We take a look right up here on the side. You see the majority of your controls. You have your lights here, as well as your slide out and your power awning. You'll also notice your tank monitor panel there with your water pump too. And right next to that, if you take a look up here, you see you have good storage. You know, you have a shelf that is built in, so that makes it great for a spice cabinet, or, you know, if you want to put cups, plates, bowls, things like that up there, you can certainly do that as well. Right here is your microwave. Underneath is a hood, stainless steel hood on there. This one does have both a light and a fan. It is worth noting you have an LED light in there. A lot of manufacturers don't do that, and so if you turn that on when you're trying to cook, if you're out somewhere where you don't have shore power, it's normally a pretty big battery drain. Obviously not a problem with the LED. Moving over to this side is a Dinette fridge freezer combo. When we open that up, you'll see good space in there, cut out here for some taller items, and a couple of drawers right down below. This unit does run off both propane and electric, and also has automatic switchover, and has the stainless panels to match the rest of the appliances here in the kitchen. Right in the back here, you have double bunks. It is a teddy bear bunk series, so it's nice and soft. These are perfect if you want to have 2 kids in here or an adult. In fact, a lot of times you can sleep 2 adults per bunk. Of course, they have to snuggle up a little, but each one of these bunks does have a 600-pound weight capacity. If we lift up this bottom one, you will see the finger hole here. It's all cleaned up for you. You have a hinge. That way you can access the storage right down there. You'll also notice that you have a window on both the top and bottom. The bottom one is an emergency exit. LED lights on both, and probably more importantly, in my opinion, is the fact you have an electrical outlet on both. Because if you're using this for your family and you have kiddos, they can sit right here in the bunks on a rainy day, be able to play on their iPad or, you know, their iPhone, whatever it may be. Or if it's an adult weekend and you have adults sleeping here, there's a place in which they can charge their cell phones at night. Right in the back is the bathroom. You'll see the foot flush lever toilet right back here. I'll go ahead and take a seat in here for you so you can take a look. As you will notice, I have plenty of leg room. I'm pretty wide in the shoulders, and because of the way they've angled it, I actually have plenty of shoulder space here too, so excellent placement. If we take a look at the countertop, you'll see it actually extends over to the side, which is cool because that way if you have a place to put down, you know, your flat iron, or if you want to put some decorations, you can do that. You need a place to charge your electric toothbrush, you can put it here, plug it in right there, whatever. Of course, sink right up top there. Underneath, a little bit of additional storage, as well as some cubby holes right over here. And then over to this side is your shower. I'll step in here just to kind of show you the height. To give you an idea, folks, I'm about 6 foot. You can see I have plenty of space here. So even if you're 6'1", 6'2", you can probably still be able to take a shower in here fairly comfortably. You have the vent right above you, hand wand right here too. And as you can see, you have plenty of space to be able to maneuver. You also have some shelves right over here in the corner for your soap and shampoo. So in the beginning of this video, if you remember, I talked about how this was a small travel trailer, but still had great storage. And part of that is this right here. You open it up, you see that you have this, whether you want to use this for pantry, for kids' clothes, as a linen closet, the choice is basically up to you, but that is good additional storage there. You'll also see right underneath, you have your panel for your fuses, as well as your breaker box there. And right over to this side is the thermostat. This will control both your ducted AC as well as your ducted heat. Now another part of that storage is right here in the slide. You have a slide out Dinette, and part of that is this massive storage space here. So again, you have a lot of versatility here. Do you want to put, food items in here? Do you want to put more kids' clothes in here? It really is up to you, but that's great additional storage to have. And then if we take a look over to this side, you get into the Dinette. This is a big Dinette. Not all Dinettes are created equal. Some of them are larger than others. You can see how much space you had to be able to sit around here. You can see how big the table is. So that way you can fit several plates on here. You have excellent elbow room here too. So you can easily sit 4 people, maybe a couple more, if you crowd in a little bit. Also, this creates a big bed. So the table legs right here, they come out of the flanges in the floor as well as in the table. The table will then sit along the rails here. You can see you have little supports. And this will create a bed where 2 more adults can sleep. So, even though this is a kind of mid-sized travel trailer, you can sleep quite a few people in here. You'll see the big window right there lets in a ton of natural light. You have another window right here on the side, LED lights, so you have light at night. And if you're sitting on the far side, you have a great shot right here to a TV if you decide to put one in. You'll notice they did put a backer right here, so you know exactly where to mount it. Your connections, of course, are right behind that. And then these will plug into the back of the TV. These are run right here, which is your multimedia center. So this is a radio. It's also a CD player. Controls the speakers both inside and outside. It is Bluetooth capable. And if you want to watch a movie, you can drop it down just like that. You'll see that you have the little slot right up there. Throw a DVD in. Again, as long as those are plugged into the back of the TV, you're good to go. So we open up the cabinets underneath. You'll see that you have storage down there. And then as you would expect, you also have storage here up top. They went with a tinted glass instead of wood. It's kind of helped break the look up a little, but you have that additional storage space there. The master bedroom has 2 slider doors here, so you can close those off for privacy at night. That way, if the kids go to bed, you can kind of have your privacy up here, whether you're watching TV or whatever it may be. The queen bed, of course, right in the center here, you do have storage underneath. And then on both sides, you have a nightstand there, which is great. So if you need to put your cell phone there, if you have a CPAP machine, you can fit that there. And you have an electrical outlet on both sides too. Right up above, you have your wardrobe space. You can see the hanging rod. And then connecting those 2 wardrobes, you have a shelf across the top. So you have a place where you can put some folded clothes. A couple LED lights here too. And as I mentioned, if you want to watch TV, there is a spot to mount one here in the bedroom as well. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Autumn Ridge 24 BHS. Starting off right up front, you get the power tongue jack. Folks, this makes it nice and easy to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Simply flip a switch to raise and lower the tongue. You'll also see you have a little LED light right here, so if you need some extra light at night, you can flip that guy on. Behind that are 2 30-pound propane tanks. That's a great upgrade for the 2019 model year. They went to 30-pounders. That way, if you are out somewhere boondocking and you are able to stay out longer because they give you larger tanks. Of course, the cover here too. Easy to get in there. Just undo the 2 thumb screws, lift the door, and you are in. Right behind that, you have rails here for your battery, and coming up the front is black diamond plating to help protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that get thrown up by your tow vehicle. As we come around to the campsite, we open up the pass-through. Notice it does have a magnetic latch there, so it stays up nice and easy. You don't have any latches or anything to break. Then when we take a look inside, you'll see it is a very clean and open pass-through. The door on the other side is the same size as the one on this side, so anything you put in on this side, you can get out on the other side. Then you'll also notice the LED light there, so it is lit up at night. Also, if you want solar, it does have solar prep here, so all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. Power awning on here, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. You have the LED light strip there too. The great thing about that strip, folks, is it doesn't matter if the awning is rolled up completely, out halfway or completely out, you're still able to use that LED light. Also, something new for 2019, they went to the Solera awning, meaning that the speakers outside here are in the heads of the awning. The cool thing about that is when you do have the awning fully extended, the music is playing down on your campsite rather than blasting out at your neighbors. Also, it is a very easy to adjust pitch right here. So for water runoff, or if if the sun starts going down, you want to lower your awning, you can adjust that very quickly and easily. You have 3 foldable steps to get into the 24 BHS, as well as the grab handle right here for a little extra support when entering or exiting the RV. 3-year structural warranty, that is currently one of the best in the industry. If you plan on going somewhere where you don't have water hookup, you'll want to put water in your fresh tank. That is where you will do that. You also have an electrical outlet right outside here. If we drop down below real quick, one of the things you will notice, and again, something newer for this year, is the fact you do have an enclosed and insulated underbelly. So that way, if you are camping in late fall, it starts to get, starts to dip below those freezing temperatures at night. As long as you're running the furnace, it will help prevent your tanks and water lines from freezing up on you. Plus, it'll keep out a lot of the road grime and hopefully some of the critters in the off season. You'll also see you have easy lube axles on here, so for the maintenance side of things, it makes life a little bit easier on you. And coming to the very back, again, magnetic latches here, you get the outside kitchen. You'll see the refrigerator is probably my favorite part. It's a good spot to put condiments or beverages right there. You have the sink here in the center. You have a little bit of prep space over to the side here. It's also a great spot if you want to stack some cups or plates, or maybe you want to bring some adult beverages with you. You can stack some bottles back there. Plus, you have an electrical outlet in case you want to plug in like an electric griddle, blender, or anything else. You'll also see your pull-out cooktop right here. You fold that up. It's a 2-burner cooktop. It is the stainless version, so it's a little bit nicer than your standard black one. You have the stainless sidewalls as well as the top here. That, of course, will plug into your propane quick connect. If you take a look right down here, you'll see you actually have 2. You have one right there, which is the first one is meant for the cooktop. The second one right here in the back is in case you want to hook up something else. You have a grill or something you want to hook up, great. You can do that right there. You have a bumper on the back. This does have the end caps. You can pull those off. It gives you a spot in which you can store your sewer hose. And then mounted to that bumper is your spare tire. Folks, hopefully you never have to use this, but in the event that you do, it's right back here and it is very easy to get to. Also new for 2019 is the docking station. You take a look right here, this is quite convenient. Basically, the majority of your hookups are hanging out right here. You have an outside shower with both hot and cold water access. Your satellite and cable inlets are in here. A black tank flush, just super handy. That way you can just wash out the black tank. You don't have to worry about everything being left in the bottom after you're done dumping it. And then right over here is your water inlet. So this will be your city water fill, or you can fill your tanks from here as well if you have pressurized water. The other side will fill the tank, the original one I showed you, but that one is non-pressure. If you have pressurized tank fill, this will be the place to do it. You'll also see that your water pump is located here as well. Right in front of that is your 30 amp inlet, so detachable power cord, just plug that in and you're rocking and rolling with shore power. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Autumn Ridge 24 BHS. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.